Guys, it's Steve Quillian from Wood Window Makeover. Thanks for watching. Had several people asking about how to assemble one of these window frames here. Well, good news is I finally gotten around to recording some of that stuff, and I did some other recording today, but I'm gonna do this live video as well because this might come out pretty good. I think I've got a pretty good signal, so I'm gonna go ahead and put this one away and start fresh with my unassembled pieces and put it together for you, okay? So let me turn the camera around and get it set up on the tripod. So that's the one I'm going to put away, okay? Let's see. I'm going to start getting my other pieces out. Good. So I'll be right back. Right there. Okay. So nail bags on. Because you gotta have some nail bags. Okay, so I'm going to start with some jamb legs. Okay, I've got a left and I've got a right. Okay, and there's some things that are particular about these jamb legs that you might want to know about. One is that I've got a groove here for my sill. See how it's on an angle there? And then I've got another groove up here, there for the header. I've got a groove here for the parting bead. These are holes for the window pulleys that are going to go in. And I've got a little door, access door cut for future people who might want to work on the windows, okay? So put this microphone back here. Hopefully it works pretty good. I get my header piece and my sill piece there. Okay. Let's see. Okay, this goes there on my sill. Set it to the side here. All right. I bet you that's going to be pretty loud sitting right there. This microphone off. That. Grab it here. Okay. The compressor is probably going to go on a couple of times. Hopefully that will not be too disruptive. My big trim gun, and assemble this. Okay, so I'm putting my header piece on. It's important to see that I've got this piece here also has a parting bead track. I'm going to align my parting bead tracks here, okay? I'm going to put it together. Boom. There's that compressor. Man, it's tight. Very, very, very tight. Love it. Maybe it's a little bit too tight. Oh, okay. So you can see that right there. This groove was cut the other day. This was cut the other day. Maybe there's been some swelling or something like that. So I've got my little hand plane out here. I'm just going to relieve a little bit off of the back side so that I can get it in the dado a little bit easier. Okay. There. That should go in pretty easy. Let's see if that helped. That was perfect. Okay. So here's something else too. This sill has to go up above this level here. There's going to be a blind stop that's going to come and attach here, and this sill has to be up the same plane as that blind stop. So I'm going to use this gauge block to make sure that happens. Okay. Line it up. Bam. Line up the other side. Using material, this is pine, but it's KDAT pine. KDAT, kiln dried. Okay, so good. Now my sill, this is the base of the window frame, right? This is the jamb. Right now the jamb needs to be cased out. Okay, so all right. But apparently you have to learn how to nail, Mr. Quillian, because you missed a couple of nails there. Get those nails out real quick. Because the first thing that goes in right here is the sill. Okay. Look at this. Missed with the nail. It's a real drag, huh? If you miss with the nail. But that's one of the reasons why sometimes you do miss, right, with a nail gun. Why you don't have your fingers around where that nail is going to come out. Okay, so let me get my sill real quick. I think it's over here. Here is my sill, okay? And I've got this little bump out here. It's gonna fit right on this little leg here and on that leg over there to raise this up level with the back of the casing, okay? So, and of course, this goes up underneath the sill. So I got two sills here. This is a sub sill, that's a sill. So that goes here. Excellent, okay? Move the camera around a little bit so you can see what's going on this side. All right, there we go. Excuse me, because I am doing this by myself. Don't have a camera guy. No, I can't put that on yet, can I? Got in a hurry. No, I can put it on. No, I can't. The reason I can't is I'm supposed to put my blind stops on. Sorry for all the camera movement. But I do have to put my blind stops on first. I guess I was excited and in a hurry. Okay, so those are my blind stops. Those go up there, right there, and actually, I'm going to put the blind stop on that one right there. Okay, sorry, I'm going to move the camera. Okay, so this piece, this is the blind stop that goes here. Mark it right there. Cut it off on a chop saw. Okay. Some people might say, look, man, you got a defect on the wood. Okay, that's fine. That's intentionally put where the casing will cover it. Okay. The important part here is to understand that this is 3/4 of an inch thick, or in my case, 13/16. And this piece here is 13/16 plus a 1/2 inch, so that it hangs over a 1/2 inch to the inside and creates a stop for that sash to ride up and down against. Okay, so this is called the blind stop. Okay. So if this is 3/4, then this, or 13/16, this should be 1 5/16, which it is. Okay. Just a 1/2 inch, it needs to be a 1/2 inch wider than your material is thick. Okay, so. If you're going to get a renegade nail shoot you in the thumb, ask me how I know. All right. So now I put my blind stops on. Okay. There we go. So put this guy here. I'm gonna mark it there. Mark it here underneath. Okay, do the same thing with the other one. Put my gun up there. Okay. Okay. Cut around that sill. There we go. Oh, isn't that nice? Perfect. All right. Goes there. Pop this. this guy on. So I'm going to line up this outside edge of my blind stop to the back side of my jamb. Okay, nail. Put some nails in my gun. All right, now I put my sill on. That's where I was before when I was in a hurry. I was telling you about my sill. Nice and clean up top here. Put the defects. Ah, there you go. Move my camera around here so you can see what's going on. There we go. All right, casing time. Here's something you need to know. That the casing needs to be put on a gauge. Where did I put my gauge? Oh, here it is. Okay, I was looking for my gauge. I've got a little gauge here that after I put my blind stop on all the way around, okay, well, I have to put it on so that it's straight, right? Well, that's what this does. That marks me a line here. My microphone so I can talk. I put this line on here. This is what a lot of people do when they're marking the territory where the casing is supposed to go on a door jamb, because I don't think a lot of people realize that The same way that the casing on a door jamb holds the door jamb straight, the casing on a window jamb holds the window jamb straight. And so that's what this line does. I'm just marking this line here, you know, so that I have a reference to make sure that when I put my jointed edge of my casing on this line, I can line this up straight with my casing. I actually use the casing to make sure my jamb is straight. And I think that's just old school, right? So here's my casing over here. All right. There's one there. There's another here. I'll eyeball it. Yeah, it's straight. Right. You have to put it on straight. And so you can see it. You know, I've got this line here because you don't want to put your window together crooked, right? So that's just my half inch mark right there. So that's the reveal that you want. I mean, I guess door jambs are a little bit different. Maybe you want a 1/4 inch reveal, but the 1/2 inch reveal, it is essentially, you know, what the parting bead reveal is on the inside, which we're going to put that on in just a few minutes. Okay, so I've got, you know, of course, the 10 degrees here on the bottom here. And again, I'm using KDAT material. Okay. There, let me go over on the other side, get my other piece going. That's where my gun is. I'll take my clamp off now. So, line it up here on my line. I know you can't see it from there, but I am. Boom. Okay. There. I'll shoot it once down in the sill. Now, see, I can move this in and out relative to my line so that I can make sure. Oh yeah, see, my jamb must be bowed because I've got to push the trim in this way to line it up. Work the door trim will know all about what I'm doing here. Okay. Very important also, you don't put a nail anywhere in the vicinity of your pulley holes. Yeah, you'll regret that. So, those are hard to get out. Okay, so here's this one again. Lining it up. Okay. All right. Put a nail here. Move it in and out relative to the line. Okay. pressure's always got to go off, you know. Okay. That one shot out the back. Let's see. Got two. That's a hard one. Is he going to go this way? Oh, that one did go in. Good. Okay. So what's next? Oh, yeah. I have a drip cap. And drip cap goes here. That's the right angle. Line this guy up. Thing about pine, this is pretty hard, right? So that's the casing, right? So what's next? Parting bead, he says. A parting bead. Here's one pre-cut. That goes up in the parting bead slot there. Defect goes up inside. Excellent. Okay. Okay. And then my parting bead. Forgive my wire. I cut my parting bead to length. Remember, my parting bead is 53 and 13/16. Hopefully that's not too loud for you on the microphone. If it is, just please forgive me and hold your ears. Okay. 53 and 13/16. Got it. Boom. Okay. So, my parting bead. I nailed my parting bead on my left-hand side because that will allow me to still get my sash in and out. I'll leave my right-hand side. I installed it, but I don't nail it because I'm going to take it out my sash, take it in and out. That's the same way I like to, if I'm restoring a window, as I'm restoring it, I always get the sashes and everything fit first so that, functionality helps me, actually work on the window. But when I'm working on a window that's already in existence, it's the first thing I do is I make sure that the window is functional. I put the parting beads back in, the stops back on the left-hand side to facilitate the function. So that's pretty good for that. Got the parting beads in. Now I'm going to cut the ears of my sill off. Horns of my sill, ears, not sure, but yeah, it goes. Have it sticking out 1 inch, so I'm going to measure up 1 inch here. Inch on the other side. There you go. I'm just going to cut it off with my hand saw. I love these hand saws. They cut on the pull stroke. The blade is always in tension, so it's always straight. Now, the teeth are somewhat brittle, so they'll break on you, but from time to time, so they only last so long, but for $25, I love it. So. Okay. Wow. That's cool. All right. The last thing, I'm going to cut a groove in the bottom there. That's for my what do you call that? A drip? I'm not sure what you call it right now. So that's pretty nice. That's there. Oh, and then I got my plane here. Let's see if I can just clean that up a little bit. My block plane. That's real nice. Okay. Okay. There we go. And then what do I do now? Okay. Fill my nail holes. That's right. That's what I'll do. Something real quick. You know, I'm just using this stuff here. This is nothing special. Not at all. But you know, while sitting on the bench, there's no better time to fill these little nail holes, right? So if you got any other blemish in the wood, maybe you fill that at the same time. These are paint grade, by the way, for a client. These go into a client Ybor City. So these are like the classic windows that would have been in, you know, in an Ybor City, you know, cigar factory worker house, a little bungalito or something like that. Bungalito, you guys who are from South Texas, right, you guys might know what a bungalito is. So there's that. Boom. And I'm almost done, folks. Yep. So there. That's good. You know, sand it and that'll be that, right? So, all right. So, oh, drip edge. Thanks, Mark. Appreciate that. So let me turn the camera around. So that's it for that assembly. You know, I've got, you know, those I've already done. I've got some back there. You can see them because, yeah, you can see them now. It's just one of those things, you know, it's just the work that I'm doing right now. Really apologize about the shaky camera and stuff. You know, I'm just trying to do it by myself. I got the microphone, trying to get at least a little bit of good audio. Hopefully I didn't blast anybody with the saws or the, you know, routers and stuff, but you understand, this is like woodworking, right? So kind of have to expect it. All right, well, appreciate you guys. Thanks for the comments and watching along. Hopefully that's helpful and give you some insight on, you know, how to put something like that together. It's not too hard, you know, it's just, you know, you got to have some setup, stuff like that, you know, nice joiner and a nice table saw and stuff like that. Really, really helpful. Dado blades, those are helpful too, to cut your grooves and your dados. All right, guys, Steve Quillian, over and out. Love you.